back to the land of stun dogs and K-Whopper hot rods. Appreciate you guys waiting for part 2. Thank you very much to all the new Patreons. Enjoy the production of the Rezerection of the sassy old K-Whopper. Alrighty. Well, as far as running, she runs f***ing mint. Danny, can I get a hung yeah? Yeah, now we're gonna put them away. See if we can get this thing to pull out of here. Alrighty, so now we got not 1 but 2 cats running. Burning old 1202. We got Dee Dee's Beach Shop doing Dee Dee's Beach Shop stuff. Well, we tied into her bottom of her wind maker there. Now we're gonna bump the tires up on the other side. This one's off the bead, we can't find a valve stem for it, but the other ones look like they're just low. Alright, well, being at the back of this truck is stronger than a grizzly bear's. What we're gonna do is just hook onto the, we're gonna drive the truck in over that way and then pull the truck. Well, we'll get as close as we can to it, like right close, and then we'll try to see if we can winch up to break the ice loose. And then, we don't want to pull on the front of these K-Whoppers. I've seen the whole front of these trucks get ripped off before because the frame transitions up front. It goes from high down to low, and you have a risk of ripping them bolts off. And not only that, but the front here, the bumper mount, is only held on with 2 half-inch pieces of hardware, so on each side. So pulling on that bumper is probably a real bad idea.
A cute button nose, thick wavy locks, taut round buttocks.
Alright, now we're on the other side of the snowbank. Now we're going to try to give her all the way. Hopefully she comes out.
So it was at this point when I realized that pulling on the thing was going to do sweet fiddler. So I figured I'd lift the old truck up, being that both trucks are made out of freshly squeezed 100% America. I just figured I'd lift up the Texas bed with the regular bed truck and see what the happened.
Came out no problem. See if it brakes are locked. Good. Yeah.
Alrighty, so meow, what's going on? We've got a bunch of tires under there, but we have all the way to this truck on this truck. So I'm gonna try to drive out just to see what happens. Alrighty, so the back end of the truck's in the air, so we got that dialed in. So now, what we're gonna do is we're gonna back up here. We're not gonna want to scratch that awesome Mopar product. Mopar no car, and then kind of put the bed truck right here, and then we're not going to run those John Deere snowmobiles over though, and then we're going to try to get about 1.5 feet away from the truck. We're going to chain the tire around and then try to lift her up.
what my hillbilly ass is doing right now is I'm trying to get the bed truck to the left, about a foot away from the bed truck to the right, just so it has a lot more straight up pull rather than sideways pull. Already, as you can tell by the old Tulsa 70 stuck in the back of Cunt's Worthington into the ground, the thing was pretty frozen. Alrighty, so now what the plan is, flip the hood open on the new K-Whopper, and back Cunt's Worthington in at a bit of a angle, so we can get more of a straight up pull on the corner of the of old Cunt's Worthington there.
Yeah! Yeah!
Alrighty, so now we got it pulled up. We got her unstuck. So we're gonna see if it'll roll out of the hole it's in.
Yeah, it's good! First time rolling in 10 years.
You had some tires, some DD's Speed Shop, some zip ties. Jamie Davis ain't f***ing. Man, that thing was in the ground. Look at that hole. Man, that's a big one. Would you just look at it? Man, this thing is f***ing big. That's a big one. Here's my nipple. Jeebus. Well, let's pull that out of the way, pull this out of the way, and do some dangerous tire reseating. Alrighty, well, our first time driving in, well, at least 10 years. What an honor and a treat. Oh, dash lights all work. Oh yeah. Oh, what a sweetheart. What a to read. Alrighty, so now the inside tire is right off the rim and the valve stem is behind this Dayton. So we're gonna have to pull the wheels off, spin the Dayton, or try to get the tire back on the bead, spin the Dayton and put it all back together. You don't need to worry about chrome sockets.
I think I know why you're deaf.
What? You don't need earplugs. Did you just say DD's Speed Shop? Alrighty, now in hopes of not dying, we're just gonna go ahead and spray some Cosby sauce in this dirty, rotten old tire and smash it with a little bit of fire, see what happens. Why are you standing back there? Bada bing. So if you guys are wondering why we can't drive this thing home tonight, it's because DD's Speed Shop is a f***ing loser.
Loser! You're a loser!
Who doesn't have a class 1. Loser. Loser.
Revive and drive.
I love you. DD's Speed Shop. I think we're good. Alrighty, well, there she goes. I'm gonna be back for this old sweetheart tomorrow. What a treat. Just listen to her fire up. Oh, that thing mint.
What is drunk? Is drunk going all over the road?
6 Schlitz is no Schlitz. Whatever's free.
Take it easy, Ron.
Open bar, dude!
Dan here, DU's Beach Up. Next day. Yesterday was a cluster. Tail lights on this thing stopped working. That's the back roads on the way home. And as it turns out, I don't know how these big rigs can work, but the old Jake brake killed the motor on a turn there. It was a little butt puckering moment.
I got a freaking muscle spasm in my back, you know. Gears slipped, air brakes were shot to hell. I mean, there's nothing I could do. Boom, right into the post office.
Did he mention he was wasted out of his goddamn mind?
Now we're up at the crack of 1 o'clock. One of us had a few drinks last night, but we're gonna fill his rickshaw literally full of diesel and go bring this hot rod home. And after working on both trucks, I feel more confident in the other one.
Alrighty, well, we got this K-Whopper back to the yard. Minty as last night, but and then I'm out of drag. How many beers did I drink?
Lots.
All of it. Pretty much by myself, because Dallas and D's Beach Shop here don't drink, and I might be an alcoholic, so I got drunk by myself pretty much and gave her all the way. Now I feel like a can of smash assholes once again. So now let's go do a whole day of strenuous labor, and everything should be mint. Alrighty, rickshaw made it here safe sound. Still hungover as D's Beach Shop, doing D's Beach Shop stuff. Hey, watch the paint.
This is an 81 rickshaw. How dare you?
All right, man, that step really bugged me. Too bad I f***ed everything up with the skid steer. House done?
Man,
all of it.
embarrassing.
You don't even have to take them out of here, buddy. You can leave them in here. We got the transfer pump 500. I'm telling you, when you're fat and old and lazy like me, you do way lazier. The rickshaw barely smells like a chemical fire. So if you get in a rollover in this thing, I just want to let you know you will die. It's not a matter of if you'll die, it's yes.
That's a good advice.
That is a good advice. Alrighty, all the batteries are hooked up. Checked her all out. Minty is next day startup. Let's see what happens. Are you queer, Danny? Fire's right up. Alrighty, well, we buttoned her all up. Got all this tied down. First time she's been on the road in like, well, since I think it's 06 was the last time it was insured and registered. So that a couple of years anyhow. Let's haul ass. Man, am I hungover. I don't know if I mentioned that yet. Look at that filthy old dumpy nest. So we got first gear here, I think, and then this should be direct drive here. Mint. Yeah. Gets up and buggy's pretty good. What a treat. Pretty tight in the handling too. Well, the speedo works. Oh, the dumpy's that's falling apart. Radio's falling off. We're struggling. We'll just stop it at the dumpy's nest. What is that ruckus? Uh-oh.
Stack's falling off.
Is it? But I mean, like, how bad is it falling off, though?
It's not even that bad.
It's not even that bad. A little rusty? Sounds a lot cooler now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Look at that DD Beach Shop hair. Just gorgeous. Man. Alright, well, we're not getting pulled over. We're going to do a dumpy's nest delete here. You don't need a dumpy's nest. Let's try this again. Hopefully the other stack doesn't fall off. Alright, well, before we hit the highway, go ahead and pull the hay out of here. Where we have a bunch of fat chicks and horses following us home. Man. so here's the story as told. We got the OK Whopper. We drove her back. Everything was flawless. Went for lunch with old Jayco and Dee Dee's Beach Shop, and as you seen, the stack fell off. But other than that, truck ran perfectly. Did 140 kilometers an hour down the highway, so that's like 70 something mile an hour, I think.
I don't know this truck doing 96 miles an hour.
I think that's what that is. I don't know, I'm stunned. But anyway, the truck ran flawless. Just drove home. Everything was just mint tickety-boo. But what wasn't tickety-boo was my state of affairs on well-being. Apparently drinking nothing but bush lattes all day. Speaking of which, what a treat. I mean, it is like 9:30. This one's for you, Bert. Anyhow, my diet of bush lattes and coffee and energy drinks. Next thing you know, the eye of a needle, feeling like ass. And I didn't really get very many good shots on the way home, and it kind of sucked ass because, well, here's a bunch of excuses. But meow, it went from, what was it? About 32 degrees, maybe a little colder, maybe like 28 degrees Fahrenheit in old Frostbakistan. But meow, she's about minus 10 Fahrenheit. Isn't that right, Willard? Are you stunned? Willard, that's an old jumper cable. You can't eat that. Willard, don't eat that. Man, are you stunned? All right, he's stunned, but you married it. You know what that makes you? Stunned. But cold as outside. My nuts froze to the porch. So now it's time to go outside and fire the old K-Whopper up. It's gonna be cold. Obviously it ain't plugged in. And I fired it up the other day, and she's got a real bad problem with fuel draining back. So we gotta pump her up, spray some Cosby sauce, and see if she'll fire it. Oh no, you're gonna blow it up. Man, I'm getting so sick and tired of mom mouth breathers in the comment section having a shit about Cosby sauce blowing up diesel engines. The stuff's fucking mint. They wouldn't have put start aid buttons in these old K-Whoppers if they didn't intend for you to put Cosby sauce in it. Just relax.
Alrighty, well, I've been meaning to say something about this fellow Frostbakistani that stands around the snowbank all day getting his old furs started. What he's got here is an old 6.9 IDI, and I guess he's been feeding Cosby sauce to this thing its whole damn life. It's always got a shot of the good stuff, always fires up for him. And just to prove that dirty old Cosby sauce will not kill a dirty old diesel mill, this kid swaps a set of glow plugs in this old pilot. She starts like she's brand new. So if you guys don't believe me, this kid actually fixes something properly, throws glow plugs in it, and it runs just fine, even after being years of having Cosby sauce sprayed through it. Hi-Ho Stable Garage is his name, and he's some Newfie kid from out east. And yes, anything east of Manitoba is Newfoundland.
But just have a gander at how big this sassy old thing is. It's just a treat. All right, yeah, just so you guys know, don't try this at home with touching cold steel. Us frostbacks are made out of a special material. It's like ethylene glycol, bush lattes, PC Light, vodka, a bunch of other stuff, and it makes us immune to the cold, see? Just fine. And the best thing about not having any feeling in your fingers is when you're jerking off, it feels like somebody else is doing it. The old frostback stranger. All right, well, we got the old hood open. Let's pump her up a little bit. Well, it does not want to pump up at all. I think it's too cold. I think the rubbers in there are too cold. So we're gonna do what I do best and just spray Cosby sauce in it until it fires, because that's fine. All right, so we're gonna have to do the old roll down and spray. Let's see what happens here. Oh, she's not happy. She's definitely f***ing chilly. It's already leaking wind. That's how you know the compressor's good. So we'll go with the old reach around here, little spray, little floor action, little crank. She's not loving life. I'm gonna see if I can pump that fuel up. Meow. I need to find out where that fuel's going, because these cats, they usually fire right up in the cold. She's not even running and she's just pouring out. How dare you? How dare you? All right, you know it's cold when this frostback's fingers started freezing the Cosby sauce can. Oh, that shit. All right, let's do her. Pump her up again. All right, well, what we're gonna have to do is roll down the other window and spray some sauce. I guess she's froze or seized up. Yeah, we're gonna have to open the old hillbilly AC and spray some Cosby sauce from here into there. And the other side, you're getting maximum Cosby sausage. Oh, that just sounded dirty. Come on. Come on. Yeah. Come on. Not happy. Oh yeah! Only took 2 full cans of Cosby sauce to get her to go, but she went. I mean, that means she definitely had oil pressure when she finally started, so that's good. Things are a little chilly. Things are real chilly. But we'll let her warm up for about 9.5 hours here, piss Greta right off, and then back her in the old shop. Oh, the how dare yous are real. How dare you let these things build the world we live in and feed everybody's families and do all the work. How dare you in your white male privilege. What a treat. Oh, yeah. America, how dare you. You know the worst thing about this? The only damage on the whole truck is what I did with the skid steer. When you thought your shop was big and then you fill it with a bunch of stupid and then back a K-Whopper into it and realize some things are just a little bit too small. Well, it's not the first time I've been told that, but here she set. Well, we're gonna disconnect the batteries and get to work. Willard, yes, I'll pet you. How you doing, bud? Stunned. Get the out of here. Why are there so many latte cans around here? You drinking my lattes while I'm in the house? You sleeping out here, getting passed out drunk, getting up. Are you stunned? So yeah, so she's in here. Well, there's enough room to work around it. Oh, my girlfriend's still safe and sound. Willard, off! He's stunned. But yeah, we're gonna go ahead and get to dinking around in this old hooer. We gotta do, well, we gotta do muffler deletes and fix that fuel system, do a bunch of wiring and fiddle around and get her ready for the road. Cause man, I wanna go haul some with this old K-Whopper because she's damn near tip top. Oh yeah, and we also have to bolt the whole body back on and do some U-joint straps. You know, all the regular stuff. How cold is it outside? You can still see your breath inside the truck after you pull it in. Yeah, this thing's gonna burn some wood in the old wood boiler. I'll tell you that, call. You know what else I can tell you, call? There's a dog in here. Just added a microwave and did a brain delete. Stunned. Stunned. Man, just sitting in this old sweetheart, sipping on a fresh latte. There's not really any spot I'd rather be. Maybe down the old highway, whipping a piss jug out the window, doing like 95 miles an hour. That might be a bit of a treat. Well, anyhow, much like always, I'd like to tip my hat to all you minty pricks that watched through this whole derelict production of me and old DD Speed Shop, pulling the old K-Whopper here from the frozen hole depths of Frostbakistan. Like to thank DD Speed Shop very much for helping my crippled ass with getting this thing out. I think you had a good time. Other than me getting absolutely annihilated, wasted, and basically sleeping one whole day away. I mean, other than that, it was a good time. I mean, getting drunk is a good time, but a big thank you for all you guys that watch this derelict production. DD Speed Shop, thank you very much. And moreover, I'd like to thank all the minty pricks that are keeping this filthy old drunken boat afloat. You don't need to worry about damaging both of your livers. I mean, you got 2 livers and 1 kidney, so you're fine. But yeah, I'd like to thank all the guys that are keeping my livers in a constant state of disrepair, keeping me in dirty old 1202 for dirty old big rigs like this, and just keeping freedom of speech free, because, you know, America. Alrighty, we're gonna start off with the 10 buckers. We got William Workman, Wayne Eckwills, Travis, the Great Lord Above, Steve Martin, Ryan Simcoe, Rusty Scales, Rick Poblis, Reed Garbaz, Percussive Maintenance, Paul Trippy Jr. That's a badass name if that's actually name. Mitch, Luke Warrens, Corey O. Heenachain, Jordan Maples, James Wortelli, It's Just a Rob, David Hebden, Curtis Noggle, Cody, Chris Edge, Chance Morrison, Ben Ruth, Annika Mike, Ace of Spades. We got 15 buckers. We got Jesse Hines, Greg Olson, Ben Weber. We got 1776er at Daniel D. John. $19.94 was A10 Misery. 20 buckers. We got War Daddy, Tickle Pegs Pickle, TH, Selena, Nathan Beachback, Mike, Merrick 25 Hundy, Matthew Pursley, Lee Ballerigion. Holy another Frenchman, George Pierce, Derek and Mel, Daniel McCoon, Chevy Chaser, Charlene Pike. Man, we have like 4 broads in the Patreon this, man. That's mint. Brett Vonder Moulin, 25 buckers. We got LMG 1969. Well, guys, welcome to the derelict drunken family that is Zip Ties. And you don't have to worry about being a piss tank here because everybody is, and you know, you don't feel bad about that. We're all about, you know, body acceptance and liver deletes and all the rest of that shit. I mean, Homer from The Simpsons made his own liver, so I mean, why can't I?
I gave Grandpa that artificial kidney I invented.
No, Homer, that was just a beer can with a whistle glued to it.
Just look at the size of this filthy old fucking winch. That's a huge bitch. What a treat. Man, this thing was built by some guy, too. It wasn't some factory that built it. This thing's fucking proper. Like, everything's just minty. Oh, I love this old iron. Alrighty, so these are the minty pricks that have been sticking around for a while, and they seem fit to give my fat hillbilly ass a raise. Alrighty, we got Nathan Ellis, Kendall Goodman, F350 Power Broke. He gave me 1202. Braden Wilson, Garrett K, Ethan Blevins, Corey Shell, Ryan Button, Justin Benson, Brown 69 Addy I, man, Mike Sparling, Ferd Guy, Ferd FE Guy 88, Captain Caveman, Chris Coffin 1776, Kim Crochets and Knits. Man, that's mint.
Let me ask you something. Huh? Does your mother sew? Boom! Get her to sew that!
Andrew and Mary, Dakota Johnson, Dylan Stage, Michael John Jack is a 1202. Michael German, Scott A. Loggery, 1.5-legged Ricky Bobby, Jordan, Trevor Moore, 1202. D-Tech, Pennsyltucky Chris, A. Ron Johnson. I know it's Aaron. You gotta spell it fancy with 2 A's. Pegs Foreskin, still is the best. Yep, still is the best. Still is the best. I got a pile of them minty sauce. Kyle, Ricardo, Mac 86, Ethan Freedom, 1540. Skinny Redneck, Ray Ricky is 50 beans. Mike, Mark Graff, Clint Smith, Brent, Curly Pubes, Cole and Chrome, Tyler Schwupp, Gabe Stewart, Sean Mellister, Paul Trippy Jr., Justin Berg, Clifford Jarvis at 1202, AJ, Drew M, Liam J. Adler, Jake Fetterman. Jake Fetterman. Isn't that fucking Uncle Fester looking guy that ran over Pennsylvania? Nick Ralston, 1202, Jordan Maples, Elizabeth Coleman, Colton Hutchison, Connor Woodhouse. I finger banged a chick in high school named Caitlin Woodhouse. And then that stupid hairlip bitch paid to have my 5-liter Mustang stolen. You filthy old rot. Still hasn't off out of my fingers. Christopher Lowry, Christopher Beto, Longshoreman 1202. That's what he gave me. Charlene Pike gave me a. Man, these broads are not only joining up, but they're giving me a half inch. Chris Matthew Marchinuk at 50 beans. I think that's how you say your name. I'm stunned, buddy. Travis John Hickerson at 50 beans, and frac sand and 16-ounce cans. I'm not drinking tonight. No. You. Man, how about that K-Whopper, eh?
Alright, so my bud showed up at the end of thanking all you minty pricks for keeping this boat afloat. So once again, thank you guys very much. Got a bunch of welding done that night. Maybe deleted 1 or 2 bush lattes, and yeah. But thank you guys very much. Until next time, you guys keep shutting your ass.